Hi guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today, Mr. A is taking over the channel. Yeah, so I'm going to be asking him questions. I asked you guys to ask me any question, and I'm asking him this question that someone particularly asked. So, Mr. A, did we get married for love or just self-respect? And do you think that love is overrated? Do you think that when people get married, they should get married to people that they actually love and not people that they just feel self-respect for, mutual self-respect? That's how the person put it. So let me just reframe it to say that, was love important? I'm going to be asking you a series of questions, but let's start with this. Was love a very important decision for you before you got married?
Love is important, and mutual respect is also very key and very important. So the first thing, there must be connection. Of course, there must be that gets gas. I don't know if you understand that. So I would say gets gas in the first place. So that brought us together, and that connected us together. Then in the course to maintain and to in order to proceed, because the gets gas will not last for a long time. So after the gets gas, what? So the next thing you'll be talking about is, do you have mutual respect for each other? So that's really will sustain the love, will sustain the relationship. So first, love is very important. At the same time, not enough.
So when you say gives gas, you actually mean that romantic love. I'm guessing that's what you mean. So you're saying that romantic love is important for the first set, that you should have that connection, but then self-respect is also very important. So does that mean that um anyone that is looking to get married now, should they be looking for attraction? Like, you know how people say that, oh, this person is not my type. Say this person is not my type. I don't like she's not, maybe she's not as fine as I want. She doesn't have the physique. If you meet a guy like that tells you, oh, she's not my type, or a girl that says he's not my type, what would you advise the person? Would you say they should still proceed, or they should not go for their type? Someone that's not their type. He's having a spec, like having that attraction is important.
This is a very complex, question to answer. I would say, of course, we cannot underplay or undermine the importance of the attraction in relationship, because this you can't do without having a conjugal relationship, and that means there must be some levels of attraction. However, it is very important for you to have, of course, that attraction, but it's not the key thing in relationship. Of that will bring you together, that will help you in terms of romance and all that. But the key thing that will sustain relationship is that mutual self-respect. So you need to have that mutual self-respect, because that's what will keep your your relationship on, and then you can enjoy your relationship. Without mutual respect for each other, I tell you, the attraction will fade off within a short time. So I would say I will pick the characters, like we talk about here, mutual self-respect, honor, above physical appearances, because physical appearances will definitely fade off at one point or the other.
Okay, thank you. So what would you say love really is in marriage? Is it just the romance? Will that keep the marriage? Do you think that love will keep a marriage? Is love enough to keep a marriage? Because some people actually say that love is enough, because people don't know the meaning of love. That's why they say love is not enough. That if you look at love like Christ, then love is enough. So do you think that love is enough for marriage to work?
Wow, that's a good one. Well, when you look at First Corinthians 13, and you look at the definition of love, according to the scripture, of course, you say that love is enough, because it is just beyond the feeling, it's beyond the filial. It is something, it's a commitment. It is a commitment, it is respect, it is honor, it is choosing, it is being selfless, is, choosing others above your needs. So it chooses the your spouse above your needs. So that's actually love, and that's, is beyond the the geese gas that I mentioned earlier, which is the attraction. So love is enough if it is in the context of the scripture according to the First Corinthians chapter 13. But it is if it is just about the filial, the feeling, the attraction, the physical, then it is not at all. It is even is let's say you're talking about 10% of the entire stuff. So for the whole period of marriage, what is more enough is to go through that chapter 13 of First Corinthians, then defining that one, loving like Jesus loved the church. That's we actually sustain us to the end.
Okay, thank you very, very much. So as a man, what's your perspective as a man? Give us a man's perspective on women. Like, why do you think that? What do you think a woman does that men don't like, that is affecting them from meeting the one? Like, what's that thing that you think a woman is doing that has not allowed her to be able to settle with a man?
I would say one of the things that, because when you meet somebody, apart from the physical, because most ladies, they care more about their physical appearance than most other things. No, when you appear too proud, it's one of the, it's one of the things that, piss off for a guy when you are too, when you appear too proud. At the same time, also when you lack what we call respect. Now, when you lack respect, when you are meeting a guy, of course, you should have that manners. As the guy needs to respect you, you need to respect the guy. Another thing is dishonor. When you honor a man or a woman, of course, you are going to get a positive response from that person. Anyone you honor, you always obtain a positive this thing. Like people, when they didn't honor Jesus, they couldn't receive miracle. The same thing applies to this entire world. Whatever you do, if you honor your boss, you find out to get the best out of the boss. So you get the boss very inclined to you. So when you honor anyone, you get that person inclined to you. So when you see a man who is a wonderful person and you find what you're looking for, this honor, I mean, honoring him will just get him, you know, inclined to you.
Please tell us, what is honor? What is honor?
Honor, of course, is in the
Give
on
us like an example. What's the context so that people can get what do you mean by honor?
by honor means by, you can you eulogize. I'm not talking about, fake praising someone now or empty praises.
So you are saying rubbing someone's ego.
Ego is very key. Rubbing someone's ego is one of the way you can honor a man. So I think absolutely, I'll put it that way. Of course, you may not like it in the context I use, but honoring, rubbing their ego, very important.
Example. Give
Oh,
us one way a girlfriend can honor her boyfriend. Because we're talking about
now
before they get married.
by looking at the best part of the guy and praising that best part of the guy, the good part of the guy, by looking at him and telling him he's the best. In fact, you are one of the best things that I've ever encouraging him, telling me so. He's a man that is going places, and I'm very sure you're going to make it big. Those things, and also maybe when in their failures, looking up their failures and emphasizing on their strengths, on their winnings. That way help the man ego and self-esteem. So when you can help a man's self-esteem, I'm telling you, that man will always want to be around you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. A. If you enjoyed this video, comment below telling Mr. A, thank you for coming. Thank you for having us. Are you happy to have graced our channel today?
It's difficult, but thank you. I think I enjoyed. So
Please tell them to subscribe, like, share.
please, we appeal to you to subscribe and like and also share. Thank you. Bye.